This is the best Android phone you can buy in the market right now. Flagship specs, flagship cameras, for the most part, flagship software, it has got it all. The Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra has released recently, and this is the one Android fans have been waiting for. For 1,30,000 rupees, is it worth it for this insane price? Let's find out what you're getting. Hi, my name is Anjana and welcome to the Tech Girl channel. This is gonna be the ultimate review. We'll cover everything from design, cameras, the new Galaxy AI, software, and a lot more. So watch till the end. Let's start with the unboxing. It's a very slim packaging, and unboxing doesn't really feel like you're opening the most expensive slab phone. You get the phone, obviously, along with some paperwork, a USB-C cable, and a SIM ejector tool. That's it. No power brick, no headphones. The color I've got here is called the titanium black. It's not really a dark black, but it's sort of a matte grey in real life. But it does look very premium though. There are more colors the S24 Ultra comes in, but I'm not a big fan of the other colors except for this black and the titanium grey. The frosted glass back, boxy design, and AMOLED display makes it look very premium in your hands. Speaking of which, let's talk a little bit more about the design of the S24 Ultra. At first glance, you might think that this looks exactly the same as the S23 Ultra released last year. Well, that's the case mostly. Same design, same look, same camera module and layout, same screen size, same button placements. But if you start to look closely, there are small and subtle refinements all over the phone, and it starts with the frame. Remember, Apple introduced the iPhone 15 Pro series in titanium? If Apple did it, Samsung's got to do it too, right? So the glossy aluminum frame is gone and is replaced by more durable titanium frame. I prefer the glossy steel look on the iPhone 14 series over the 15 Pro, to be honest. The glossy steel finish made it look more premium than the titanium. But on the S24 Ultra, I prefer the look of the titanium over the glossy metal in S23 Ultra. Samsung has implemented the matte titanium look in a better way for sure. Samsung has also made the frame a bit more boxier than before. It's more squared, industrial, and easier to hold now. Sharp edges on the bottom are still the same, but sides are definitely more grippier, thanks to matte finish and square sides. The glass on the front is also now flat because of this. It used to be curved glass, but now it's fully flat display. These are small changes that are not noticeable at first look, but you will start to appreciate them in your daily use. The display has gotten a decent upgrade too, and these are refinements as well. You'll find them in the S24 Ultra model this year. Small and meaningful refinements. If Samsung took inspiration from iPhone for the body, it has taken inspiration from Google for the display. S24 Ultra comes with a super bright 2600 nits display. It's even brighter than the iPhone 15 Pro and the Pixel 8 Pro. Viewing in direct sun or straight under the light? No problem. Samsung has also improved the anti-glare coating on the displays, which helps even more in direct lighting. Otherwise, it's still the same super sharp, contrasty, and vivid display we like from Samsung. The front glass is also now an improved Gorilla Glass armor for better drop and scratch protection. I reviewed the Google Pixel 8 Pro recently. It was a great phone, awesome camera, amazing software experience, but it was lacking that raw power and fluidity of a flagship phone. S24 Ultra, on the other hand, brings all those nice Pixel 8 Pro features with the best lead power of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chipset. This is the best powerful chip available for Android phones at this point. And this is the only chip that even comes close to Apple's A17 Pro chip. The good news is, the raw power does translate to meaningful real-world benefits as well. Apps are super fast to open and close, animations are virtually lagless, did not experience any heating issues, even taking photos and videos in a burst was seamless unlike before. So yes, there are decent tangible performance improvements this year. Another good news, unlike the Galaxy S24 and the S24 Plus, the S24 Ultra anywhere in the world comes with Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chips. The S24 and S24 Plus in India are getting the Exynos chip, while while the rest of the world is getting the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chips. Thankfully, there is no bias with the S24 Ultra. There is a new feature in the S24 Ultra where you take a normal video and while playback, you can long press the video to make it a super slow-mo video. Samsung is doing this by creating new frames in between the video to make it look like slow-mo. There is no lag at all and feels instantaneous. How fast all this happens without even us noticing the processing shows the power and performance of these chipsets. There is still an ultrasonic fingerprint reader which is super fast and works 99% of the time as expected. But I still prefer the Face ID unlock on the iPhones. They're open even before you need to touch the screen. The Face unlock on the S24 Ultra suffers from the same issue as the Pixel 8 Pro. Since there are no infrared sensors, it just doesn't work in low light. Okay, cameras. Samsung is all about numbers, right? 200 megapixel camera, 10x zoom, 8K video, etc, etc. But in a weird move, and again with some inspiration from Apple, Samsung has downgraded the 10x camera to a 5x optical camera. Why? I'll explain. You see, the S23 Ultra had an ultra wide, a 1x wide, a 3x 10 megapixel telephoto, and a 10x 10 megapixel telephoto. This means there is no optical 5x mode to directly compete with the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Also, 10x zoom was too much zoom for portraits, and the 10 megapixel was not a great resolution either. So, Samsung took the 5x lens from Apple, 50 megapixel resolution sensor from Google, and gave us a brand new 50 megapixel 5x camera. So, technically, this is not a downgrade because now you have more megapixels to compensate. Even if you digitally zoom to 10x, you can still get a 12 megapixel photo. Previously, it was just a 10 megapixel photo. So, it's a win-win with this change. The rest of the cameras have stayed the same as last year. Same 200 megapixel main camera, 12 megapixel ultra wide and 10 megapixel 3x telephoto camera. How are the photos? Slightly refined again from last year. They are sharp, contrasty and usually have cooler tones too. Technically, photos are great, but I still like the photos from the Pixel 8 Pro. Photos from Pixel 8 Pro had some kind of pop to it. iPhone photos have much more natural looking colors. 50% of the time, S24 Ultra takes much better photos than iPhone 15 Pro, while other 50% of the time, iPhone was better. The thing to note here is iPhone photos were consistent. I could exactly expect what I would get from iPhone 15 Pro. The Samsung was a hit or miss. Sometimes it was amazing, sometimes the colors and exposure could have been better. The videos are also flagship level, but I still feel iPhone takes better videos, mainly because of the consistency. iPhones also can take in ProRes and can record to external drives while Samsung can capture in 8K. Camera is a big category and Samsung is offering a slightly different feature set compared to iPhone 15 and Pixel 8 Pro. You will definitely not be disappointed with the S24 Ultra's camera. I will make a separate full video comparing the cameras, so subscribe and stay tuned for that video. So, powerful hardware, premium design. How does the software experience look like? I might sound repetitive, but software experience is refined from last year as well. A lot more Google influence this time around. Two major things I noticed. One, the UI is becoming closer to stock Android. The notification and control center, the animations, how apps interact overall, everything feels like it's moving closer to stock Android, which is a good thing. Second thing to notice, Samsung has adopted a lot of AI features with the help from Google. You see, Google introduced Gemini, a large language model similar to ChatGPT, and Android adopters can take advantage of Gemini on their phones. Galaxy AI is Samsung's adoption of Gemini model. With that, S24 Ultra is spread with lots of AI features here and there. Four major places where it's obvious, I'll show it here briefly. First is in the Photos app. Just like how Google did with Pixel 8 Pro, AI can help remove or move unwanted objects in your photos. If you're cropping or rotating your photo, AI can generatively fill in the gaps. AI can make any photo as portrait photo and other auto recommendations for editing photos with one touch, removing glass reflections, etc. Since it's using the same Google services, you should get the same result as Pixel 8 Pro. I said this in the Pixel 8 Pro video, wherever it works great. But it's a bit slow now and can be tedious at times. It also requires active internet connection, but useful for sure though. Second, it's called Circle to Search. This is another awesome AI feature coming to the S24 series and and Google Pixel phones too. Another Google-owned service where you can long press the home button while you are on any app. Just circle a part of screen and Google will instantly show results related to your circled object. The results are widely accurate and super useful. I see some celebrity wearing some nice dress on Instagram Reels. I can immediately circle to search for me to get the same dress. If I see an unknown plant or product, I can immediately look up. I can instantly translate anything I see on any app or video. Since it's a software service from Google, it's gonna keep getting better. Speaking of live translation, this is also integrated within apps and calls as well. The translation is not so accurate though at this point. I tried to translate from English to Hindi and the results were all over the place. I hope this gets better too. But the good part is, it is there in every messaging app for us to take advantage of. With some software updates, it should get better over time. In terms of other software experiences, S24 Ultra is smooth and bug-free for most part. Definitely, this is the most smoothest software experience I've had with a Samsung phone. Feels more mature. That doesn't mean there aren't any bugs. I had issues while changing the screen resolution. The S Pen is not very fluid and I'm getting broken inputs once in a while, but it's getting much better from what S23 Ultra experience was. Samsung DeX also feels responsive and usable when I connect with a monitor and keyboard. To top it off, Samsung is offering 7 years of OS and security updates for the phone. I doubt anyone will keep their phone for 7 years with how fast the tech is getting outdated, but this means your phone's resale value will also be higher whenever you decide to upgrade it. Second-hand phones will also be a good buy if they still get software support. So, good move and a good inspiration again from Google. This phone is definitely a top-of-the-line flagship. Surprisingly, with all that power and large high-resolution screen, battery life is also flagship level. This is the first phone with which I could even get 2 days of battery life with normal use. See, this is my opinion. As long as you can get 1 full day of heavy battery use, 1 day or 1.5 day battery doesn't make any difference to me. At the end of the day, I need to charge my phone anyway for the next day. But 2 full days of battery does make a big difference. I can comfortably use the phone knowing I can make it to the next day even if I don't charge. The battery capacity is still 5000 mAh, but the processor and software has made this battery life possible. This is a battery champ for sure. Lots of refinements and meaningful upgrades. Great hardware, in fact, best hardware in my opinion, even ahead of iPhone 15 Pro Max. Great software, good AI feature, flagship cameras, and very little downsides. This is without a doubt the best Android phone in the market today. But when you put that price tag next to it, then the equation might change. This phone is not cheap. It will cost you 1,30,000 rupees or $1,300. Is this phone really worth that price? Especially that S24 Ultra has been priced higher than S23 Ultra at launch. For the features and hardware, it's still a yes in my opinion. My recommendation is easy. This phone easily gets a 9 out of 10 in many or most categories, making it better overall phone than say Pixel 8 Pro or Xiaomi or OnePlus flagships. If you want a camera specific phone and you are okay to forego some other areas like performance, build and screen, maybe then I would recommend the Pixel 8 Pro. Or if camera is not a deal breaker and you want a flagship phone at budget price, then the OnePlus 12 could be my recommendation. S24 Ultra still holds the crown though for the best Android phone. Okay, I hope this video was useful. Don't forget to subscribe if you liked the video. Also, a big camera comparison between iPhone 15 Pro and Galaxy S24 Ultra is coming soon. So watch out for that video. It's gonna be a very exciting video. Until then, this is Anjana. Bye-bye.